person's given away about 45 or 50 pounds and 2 years of experience in the UAA.
Well, we saw a little bit of that on Friday night, and the opening tip goes the Violets' way, and they lay it up and in immediately. Kyle Stockmall, who Ed has talked about, one of their outstanding scorers. He has 2 to start the game. It's Austin Fowler with the ball for Case. Of course, Case wearing the brown uniforms, honoring the Rough Riders. David Thompson with a 3. Just won't fall in. Max Wine got the rebound for NYU. Violets 16-2 on the season. Very good basketball team this year. They're ranked 19th in the country. Case played them a week ago in Greenwich Village and lost by 9, 89-80. The second time around, though, Coach McDonald feels that his young club, this team that's laden with a lot of freshmen, are really going to play strong.
Yeah, 3 freshmen, including the 6th man off the bench, see a lot of action.
Working it inside to the young man that Ed talked about, Andy Stein, and it's tapped out of bounds.
You can see Stein's another one of those big bodies that a lot of these teams in the UAA, Ron, have big inside. And Case right now doesn't have the width in their big men to compete against some of the bigger guys in the UAA.
Austin Fowler looking for a teammate. Tom Summers, we'd love to see him have a Sunday like he had on Friday night. That's Summers inside off a screen. We've got a foul on the block. Foul's going to go against NYU. Carl Yaffe will be called for his first foul.
Well, and much like Friday night and other games, get Tom Summers going early. Get him involved.
Fowler off a screen. Case 0 for 2 from three-point land so far.
Well, and NYU plays defense very well. Their opponents shoot just 39% from the floor.
Stein sets a screen, swing it in front of the Case bench. Fowler falls down, good help defense, nice reverse layup, and NYU will keep it active. That's Stein working against Thompson. And Tom Summers comes up and over for the rebound.
Summers is close to a rebounding record here at Case Western as well, Ron. We mentioned that Friday night he's approaching the 1,000 career points.
Nice drop step by David Thompson, his first 2.
Tom Summers is within earshot of Carson Oren's school record rebounding record, 762. Or 753, check that.
NYU with second chance opportunities. And Kyle Stockmall drops a 3. Here comes Stockmall the other way. Tom Summers steps in the passing lane and controls it for Case. It's Julian Person, Jordan Dean, the 2 freshman guards for Case. Fowler. Stein knocks the ball away.
Stockmall shoots almost 52% from three-point land, Ron. 50, just a little bit better overall field goal percentage, 51.8 from the floor in general.
Dean's going to get it back. He'll look right back to Thompson. Thompson working on that block against Stein. And the ball's knocked out of bounds, and a whistle and a foul against Andy Stein. He reached around David Thompson. First foul on Stein, second team foul for the Violets. Case will keep it. Fresh shot clock, 35 seconds.
Kicked around. It ended up eventually bouncing off. I think it was Tom Summers' lower leg and was kicked out of bounds.
It'd be interesting to watch that Stockmall matchup with the freshman Julian Person, because, you know, one of the advantages that Case has with Julian out top, and a 3 in the air by Carl Yaffe, is his height, Ed. He's 6'7". He plays the guard slot.
Yeah, he's the wingman. Plays the 2.
Case with all sorts of trouble right now. That NYU defense is really clamped down on this Case offensive set. Julian Person against Stockmall, and he reached in and stole it. Coming off the bench for Case will be Ken Gibbons. We'll check into the game for Jordan Dean. Kenny Gibbons, a 6'2 freshman guard out of Carnbrook, Pennsylvania, Shade High School. Summers looks for a cutter. 20 seconds to shoot for Case. Spartans down 6. That's Tom, top of the key, and they needed that.
Rhythm carrying over from Friday night for Summers.
Nice feed inside. David Thompson with some good defense. Knocks it out of bounds.
Coaching staff told me, Ron, before the game that they're more interested in going man-to-man. They felt if they played a zone, that NYU's shooting percentage and their ability to shoot from outside, they would just pass the ball around and out-rotate the zone and shoot over top. So they're going to try to go man-to-man and match up on the backdoor cuts.
And they've still been able to shoot over top the man on a couple occasions, like right here. Julian Person with the rebound. Person against Stockmall, pulls up. Julian Person with his first 2, and Case has worked their way back in. They were down 8-2 on a little 4-0 run here. NYU with a 3. Just like that, you know, if you spend 1 second and you lose track of your guy, they're going to make you pay for that. Yaffe with the 3, he's got 2, he's got 6 points.
Well, they have 4 field goals on the afternoon. 3 are from 20 feet or further.
Fowler got his man in the air. Now a fadeaway turnaround. Long rebound out. Tom Summers with good hustle. Knocked it off Stockmall, and Case will keep it with a fresh 35.
We mentioned Summers approaching. He needs to average just under 12 rebounds per game for the next 6 games. And that'll put him ahead of Carson Orrin, the all-time rebounding leader here at Case Western.
Dave McLaughlin checks in for Case, the 6'6 freshman forward out of Westerville. Tom Summers will get a break. That's Kenny Gibbons with the inbound. They have been sloppy on this inbounds play, the last 3 inbounds plays on their end.
And NYU almost seems to know what's coming. They're on the offensive player like a second skin. Steal and a block, and they're going to get the goaltend, I believe. Now they're going to get Person with a foul. Wow, the steal, and Stockmall brought it down the court, laid it up. Julian Person slapped it against the glass, and I'm surprised that they called the foul before they called the goaltend.
So for Julian, that's his first. Stockmall will be at the line. He'll shoot free throws. Kyle Stockmall, as Ed mentioned in the pregame, an outstanding shooter. 73% from the foul line, 52% from the field this season. And he makes his first. Robert Scott will check in for Case. Andy Stein will take a seat for NYU. Checking in for Stein will be Devin Karch, a 6'6 junior out of Bayville, New York. Stockmall makes them both. He's got 5. It's a 7-point NYU lead early on, just about 5 minutes gone in this opening half. Violets 16-2 on the season, ranked 19th in the country. Robert Scott with a weave. NYU extends that defense well outside the perimeter. Robert Scott with an open look. Fowler with an active rebound. Triple teamed inside. Ball's loose. Summers fights for it. David Thompson comes up with it. That's Fowler. He'll step up. And just inside the three-point line, Austin Fowler with his first 2. Fowler from Farmington Hills, Michigan, averaging 15 points, 7 rebounds per game this year. Stockmall right in front of that Case bench. Going to call David Thompson for a very quick and, I would say, cheap foul there.
Yeah, and I think...
I mean, you're talking big bodies inside. That's...
And a little acting by Devin Karch, never hurt.
First foul on Thompson. Tom Summers will check back in for Case.
Yeah, Karch almost reacted like he got hit by a truck. And I think part of that drew the foul as well.
Going to work it inside. Working on that block. And Karch with his first two. The Case's defense inside on those balls inside, it almost looks, I hate to say, non-existent. I mean, they don't really body up inside there. It's almost like they're playing with 3 fouls. Robert Scott with a nice tip. Stockmall on the drive. Kyle Stockmall can get you inside and outside. He's got 7. That's Fowler with a ball fake. And a nice drive. Austin Fowler's got 4. Active game, 17-12, back and forth right now. Case trying to stay within striking distance.
Well, and that's one of the differences this year with the NYU squad is before they'd have a very good point guard and they look to find something low.
Offensive foul on NYU. Fouls on Stockmall with a push. That will be his first.
To finish that thought, Ron, they always had a good point guard. They always had some big guys inside that could handle the motion offense and get the low post points. This year they've also got some shooters from outside that can step out, including the big guys, and fire away. So now you have inside and outside. Makes it a much tougher offense to defend. There's a hook.
Another foul inside.
That one's going to go on Stockmall's brother.
Corey. That will be Corey's first. Four team fouls on NYU. Robert Scott inbounds it. They'll swing it back to Scott on that left wing. Case with their first victory in UAA play on Friday night, a convincing one over Brandeis. Austin Fowler with a fadeaway. Here comes NYU the other way. Austin thought he got a foul. 3 in front of the Case bench. And Ben Dorman gets his first basket of the afternoon. 20-12, an 8-point spread for NYU, their largest lead of the afternoon. Just about 8 minutes gone in this opening half. Doubleheader today here. The men playing now. The women will follow at approximately 2 o'clock. That's Tom Summers inside. Soft hook. Nice rebound by McLaughlin. Just didn't make it. I think Dane was expecting contact and hit it a little strong. Trip. Austin Fowler's going to get called for the foul. As Corey Stockmall went to the basket. Corey Stockmall, a junior guard out of Waterton, Mass. His brother Kyle also a junior guard. Corey wears 15, Kyle wears 13. Checking in for Corey is Zeev Sanderson. Zeev Sanderson, a 6'1" sophomore guard out of Los Angeles. Franklin High School in LA. He'll inbound it. Fouls on Julian Person, his second. Got Julian for a hold on the inbound. Spot up a 3. NYU's been very effective so far this afternoon from outside. One of the rare misses the Violets have had.
4 3-pointers so far.
12 of their 20 points from outside the arc. Gibbons and Person and Scott will weave it out outside the perimeter. Looking for Gibbons on the back door. They had Kenny for a second. You heard Coach McDonald screaming for that pass.
That's right.
And a foul out front, top of the key is going to go against NYU. That'll be Devin Karch with his first foul.
Yeah, Karch trying to run through a screen. Got his arms extended.
Ken Gibbons will take a seat. Jordan Dean back in the game. They'll trade freshman for freshman. In the shot, you can see Joe Nesci, the head basketball coach at NYU. He's been there 24 years. That's Person, the freshman, working the baseline. Kicks it out to his fellow freshman, and Jordan Dean hits a 3. First bucket of the afternoon for Dean. Case is within 5 again.
Yeah, with that kind of defense that NYU plays, you're going to have to out-rotate them.
And just like that, NYU comes down and just hits another three. Every time Case gets close, NYU has an answer.
Well, Dorman with back-to-back three-pointers.
Good defense that time by NYU. Ben Dorman not only hit the three, he stepped in front of a pass
and managed to knock it back off of
Case.
Julian Person.
NYU is red hot right now. What is their shooting percentage?
NYU shooting. NYU 62% from the floor, 5 of 7 from behind the arc.
Made 5 threes, 5 of 7, and 62% overall. Working it inside this time. Carl Yaffe with his 8th first-half point. It's a 10-point spread, largest of the afternoon so far. That's Thompson working hard inside. Nice drop step. Charge. Calling for a charge. Boy, you'd think this game was in New York.
That's
his second foul. Tom Summers up off the bench. David Thompson will take a seat. Thompson's on the bench with 2 points and 2 fouls. Summers is out, or Summers is back in for Thompson. Tom's got a three-pointer to his credit.
And because of the fact that Thompson has to battle with Andy Stein down low, an offensive foul is a killer.
Going to call a foul on Tom Summers inside, and that will be Tom's.
See, and Stein
first.
did a good job there. He just was leaning on Summers and put his arm around him. And Summers reciprocated and got called for the foul. There's a charge, too, with a shoulder drop not called.
Carl Yaffe's red hot. He's got 10, 6'8", junior out of Bethesda. Summers inside. Just hit backboard. Here comes NYU the other way. It's 27-15. Violets in the early going. Halfway through this opening half. Dane McLaughlin just got beat on the back door and he picked up a foul.
Yeah, if he rolled off that high pick near the elbow, McLaughlin got caught up in the wash and wasn't there for the bounce pass and had to foul Yaffe as he went up for the layup.
Carl Yaffe on the season averaging 62% from the foul line. As a team this year, NYU is shooting 67%. Yaffe makes them both. He's got 12 points.
He has their last 6.
This is Dean off a double screen. NYU switch as well. McLaughlin, the lefty, with a 3. Case needs a bunch of those. Dane off the bench, the freshman from Westerville, averaging 11 points in the season. Scott picked it. Fowler controls. It's Fowler and Scott with McLaughlin chasing. And Austin takes it in himself. Austin's got 6. Case back within 9.
It stops the bleeding. It was a 10-0 run and a 14-2 run for NYU.
And NYU throws it out of bounds. Case will get it back. So Jordan Dean will bring it up for Case with a chance to cut it to 7. They make a 3 and they can cut this lead to 6. They were down 14 just moments ago. There's the 3, the lefty's up, and it's good.
That's 8 quick for Case, just like that.
Stockmall, just like that, boy. And every time they hit a 3, NYU answers. Timeout on the floor, we'll take 1, too. Case with some work to do. Down 9, about 8 minutes left in the opening half. We'll be back.
The region's only wellness-focused hotel, the Intercontinental Suites Hotel Cleveland has completed a multi-million-dollar renovation, transforming it into a center of wellness and tranquility, featuring renovated suites, an expanded fitness center, and the most allergen-resistant rooms on the market. C2, the hotel's new Mediterranean-style restaurant and bar, accentuates the ambiance of relaxation and rejuvenation. Chef Vincent Cascio has designed a menu of fresh, flavorful cuisine inspired by a Mediterranean diet. Call the Intercontinental at 216-707-4300 or visit hotelsclevelandclinic.com.
There's the story so far. A week ago, these two teams played in New York City. NYU won 89-80. Case came into this weekend, had lost 8 games in a row, but Coach McDonald felt really good about where his team was after one time through UAA play. And it certainly played out that way Friday night against Brandeis. His Case rolled over the judges.
And what was more impressive Friday night was even as Brandeis got back in the ball game, Case then took a timeout and went on a huge run in the second half. Really extended that lead out and put the game out of reach with about 8 minutes to go.
Andy Stein blocks Summers. Tom at position. NYU looking inside. Right now they had Jordan Dean on Stein. And Jordan Dean almost got the rebound.
Stein almost gave up on that play, Ron. It looked like he was disinterested in matching up with Jordan Dean.
I mean, Jordan came up to about his number. And they're going to call a foul on Tom Summers inside. Tom's doing all he can to fight for position against Andy Stein inside. He's given up. He's given up probably, let's see, what do you think, 40 pounds and about 3 inches?
Yeah, and Thompson's got the same problem. Thompson's about a 50 pounds lighter than Stein.
Stein goes 250.
And I know Thompson's right around the 200 mark. And
Thompson's right at 200, and Tom Summers is at 215.
They got Rob Scott with a reach in right at half court.
The Case fouls are piling up. They got 9 team fouls with about 8 minutes to play. This is Ryan Tana at the foul line for NYU. Tana on the season, averaging 8 points, shooting 79% from the free throw line. And he makes them both.
NYU has a miss, 6 of 6 from the line today. Case is yet to go to the free throw line.
Lead is back to 11 for NYU. It was at 14 at one point. Case battled back and cut it to 6, and Jordan Dean stops and drops a quick hitter. He's got 5. Case went on that 8-0 run. They need another one of those right now. Stockmall controls. Good ball movement, 3 in the corner. NYU's shooting percentage has got to be unbelievable. It was at 62% earlier.
And now it's up to 66. 12 of 18 from the floor. They are 7 of 10 from three-point land.
They are 70% from the three-point line. 7 of 10. Dean lost it. Tana with a pick, and Jordan got it back. Case down 12. That's Robert Scott with a 3.
Well, to finish that thought, 12 field goals in the game for NYU. 7 from behind the arc, only 5 inside.
They work it inside. They're going to kick it back out. Another 3 in the air, and there's a rare miss. Carl Yaffe finally missed. That young man's got 12 of the 37 points in the opening half.
Yaffe averages 14 a game.
NYU really extends that defense, Ed. They bring it all the way out outside that three-point line. Nice speed. Thompson with a spin. Left-handed shot won't go. Fowler fights for the rebound.
Oh,
boy.
Well, how is that not a foul with the reach around?
Over the back by
right.
Yaffe. Possession arrow will go Case's way, I believe. So the Spartans will keep it.
And Fowler had that chested and bent over. And how there was no foul on the reach-in.
Thompson working inside. David, there's the foul and the shot. Thompson with the bucket. He's got 4. He'll look for 5 at the foul line. Foul's on Stein. That's his second. Case would love to get him in foul trouble, and just as soon as he gets 2 fouls, Joe Nesci gets him out of there and brings in Devin Karch to replace him. So Stein leaves scoreless, but with 2 fouls and a physical presence inside. And Karch is back in the game with 1 foul and 2 points. That's Thompson's free throw. They try to keep it active, but NYU will control. Spot up 3, wide open look. David Thompson just got beat inside. Dave McLaughlin fighting for it. Still in the backcourt. NYU keeps it alive, and they're going to call a foul on Dane.
Wow.
That was some activity. You know, the Super Bowl's later.
That's right.
The football game's later today. Timeout on the floor. I think they want to calm a few nerves here, both coaches. So there's a timeout. We'll take one, too. Spartans down 7, inside 6 to play in the opening half. We'll be back.
Welcome to Qdoba's Guide to Dining Companions. Today, the talker.
So John broke up with Sally, and Sally told me that Jenny is thinking about breaking up with Brad. I saw this dress.
The only way to keep the talker from talking is to get those flapping gums addicted to something else, like our warm and creamy 3-cheese queso.
So, how's your food? Hello?
Can't talk. Eating.
Come to Qdoba today and try our 3-cheese queso and say hello to your next food addiction. Qdoba Mexican Grill, more to explore.
Ed, the Spartans and the Violets have met 38 times on the basketball floor. NYU holds a 28-10 lead in that all-time series. Violets have won 2 in a row, each at home. The host team has won 5 in a row in the series, though. So Spartans have won the last 2 matchups right here at the Veal Center. And they'd like to continue that streak today.
It was January of 2009, the last time NYU won here.
This is Yaffe at the line. And the first free throw's up and good. Yaffe's had an outstanding first half. He almost has his season average. He's got 13 points. David Thompson. Case is at 8. If they can keep this game at a 6-point game at halftime, I think Coach McDonald will like where he's at. Especially considering several times it's been up in double digits and at 14 at one point. That's Fowler working hard. Robert Scott with a ball fake. Nice little soft shot. Robert almost had a 3-point attempt.
The only concern that Coach McDonald would have would just be the mounting fouls, but NYU is going to be in that same boat now. They're approaching that. Andy Stein has 2 fouls. And they're beginning to climb that ladder as Case now shoots the 1-and-1. Or they're in the bonus. This will be 2 shots for Scott.
Robert Scott has 7 points off the bench for Case this afternoon. Scott shooting at nearly 80% from the foul line. Every time I mention that, he misses. Down 7.
Well, with Stein out of the game, Case has got to make some hay.
Really swinging that ball, finding the open look. That one's short. Robert Scott gets the loose ball.
That was McLaughlin running through the rebound, just took it away from Karch.
Dane the other side.
Short.
That was a bad miss. I don't know, is there a good miss?
Depends on what your objective is.
Just about 5 minutes left in this opening half. NYU has been in control the entire half, but Case has not gone away. Stockmall right in front of us. That one's long. NYU gets those rebounds. Boy, they get a lot of second half looks. He traveled with the basketball.
Yes, he did. He got caught in the air, couldn't get rid of the ball, was Karch. And his extra foot came down, and he tried to play it off like no big deal. And they caught him for the travel.
So Jordan Dean will bring it up. Ryan Tana will supply the defensive pressure. Case trying to battle back. Scott spots a three, misses it short. David Thompson comes up with a rebound. Case will get another look. Scott sees the opening and took it and drew the foul. Nice job by Robert Scott that time, seeing an opportunity to go to the basket, and he drew the foul. Fouls on Karch. That's 2 fouls on Devin Karch. Karch is their sub off the bench for Andy Stein, so both of their post players right now, Ed, with 2 fouls.
And if they can continue to dribble drive and continue to make both Karch and Stein a little less aggressive both on the offense and defensive ends, that plays into their hands.
Boy, they need Robert Scott to hit those free throws, though. Foul in the backcourt on Scott, maybe a little frustration. He's 2 of 4 from the foul line in his last 2 trips. Second foul for Robert Scott. You got an 80% free throw shooter in a tight game. You need him making those free throws.
You got to hit him. That's, Jeff Gorski talked about wasted possessions when I talked to him before the game, and either from the line or just taking bad shots or running out of shot clock against a team like NYU. Plays good defense, very quick on offense. You can't afford to have the wasted opportunities, the wasted trips down the court, and certainly can't waste opportunities from the free throw line.
Karch with a shot at another one. He's got 3 points. The lead is back to 7 for NYU, and he makes them both. Sean McDonough wants a timeout. We'll take one, too. There's a good look at Sean and his Case team. They are down 8, just over 4 to play. We'll be back.
Attending a Spartan Athletic event and looking for a convenient and upscale hotel to accommodate your stay? The DoubleTree by Hilton Cleveland Downtown Lakeside is an official sponsor of Spartan Athletics. Located at 1111 Lakeside Avenue, the hotel is just 10 minutes away from campus and offers amenities like a state-of-the-art fitness center, Stadium 3 bar and grill, free wireless internet, complimentary shuttle service to and from campus, and a warm DoubleTree cookie upon checking in. Contact the DoubleTree today at 216-241-5100 to receive a discounted rate of just $89 for the 2011-2012 season. The DoubleTree by Hilton Cleveland Downtown Lakeside, a proud sponsor of Spartan Athletics since 2008.
40-32, Case on the short end. They will have possession. Just over 4 minutes to play here in the ball game, and NYU doing their damage from three-point land and from the free throw line. Their last 11 points have come from one of those two.
Fowler draws the foul. Case with a real need to score here, to come away from this possession with points. That's Ben Dorman. That's his first foul. 9 team fouls, so both teams will be in the double bonus here shortly with 4 minutes left to play in the opening half. Fowler's first free throw is up and good. Austin's had a nice first half. He's got 7 points. Fowler, the 6'6" junior forward out of Farmington Hills in Michigan, and he makes them both. This is Stockmall. He'll bring it up for NYU. Julian Person playing defense out top. Tom Summers with a nice kick. Tana gets it to Stockmall. Work the perimeter. Just left of the elbow. Missed shot, tip up. Austin Fowler comes down with it. Case with an opportunity, Ed, here to cut this lead to 4. Julian Person from the baseline. Long shot. Fowler with the rebound. Austin back up. And 1.
4-on-1, and somehow Fowler got the rebound. At both ends, Ronnie did it on the defensive end. He did it on the offensive end.
Austin Fowler with 10 first half points. He'll look for 11. And he'll look to cut that NYU lead to 3. It was at 14 at one point. Now here's where NYU comes down and hits that 3 every time. Case's lob pass
threw it away.
Out of bounds. It looked like they were lobbing that one to Blake Griffin.
Mr. Thunderdunk.
I'm not sure this is the pace that Case wants, though.
No, and we've talked about that. And Jeff Gorski's mentioned that they would prefer to be in that game 35-32 halftime range. They start getting over 45 points and a half, and that's a little quick. Wow.
Dean
Fowler
pulled up. Fowler just got knocked over in the lane.
Right. That's a little fast for what Coach McDonald wants to play.
Summers with good defense. Thought Robert Scott was going to intercept that one. Jordan Dean, great activity. It's off NYU, and Case will get it back. Jordan Dean came in front of the passing lane there, knocked it off of Ben Dorman's leg, and Case with an opportunity again. Joe Nesci not happy with that last call. Case with the basketball. That's Scott out top. Roberts had an outstanding first half off the bench for Case. He's got 7 points. 15 seconds to shoot for the Spartans. Fowler with position. Now he gets double teamed. He went up, and they're going to call jump ball, and I believe the possession arrow is going NYU.
NYU.
You know, he just fumbled the pass a little bit. He had a split second of an open look, but give NYU credit. Their defense collapsed quickly.
Yeah, control at the minimum. He's shooting 2. Probably has a chance at a three-point play, but with the bobble of the basketball, NYU closed down and was able to get him as he went up.
Oh. NYU working that ball well. Working inside, position, easy shot. Boy, nice patience that time. Carl Yaffe. He's got 15 first half points. All right, Case needs to stay tight here. They have been prone to lapses late in the half. And jump in there for a jump ball. It'll be Case's
foul.
possession.
Foul on Case. They're going to get Case on a foul.
You know, it happened yesterday, or Friday night against Brandeis. Had a big lead, and Brandeis, I think, went on a 5-0 run to end the half. And here they had cut it down to 3. Austin Fowler with his second. Like I said, it's been called like this game's in New York City.
It's a scrum on the floor, and somehow they picked out one player with a push. I mean, that's a tough call to make on either side.
Max Wine with his first free throw, 4th point of the first half. Wine from Purchase, New York, 6'6" junior forward. Case is down once again, 7. NYU on a 4-0 run here. Robert Scott Yaffe was. Jordan Dean with the basketball. It's Summers now.
Fowler had some issues down low as well. And finally, Max Ween called for the foul. Fowler just couldn't get off the baseline.
Fouls on Max Ween, that is his first. Ed, what's Case's percentage from the foul line in the first half?
Case now 5 of 9 from the free throw line. NYU 11 of 12.
Summers with a look. Boy, did they need that. Tom Summers with a huge putback. Stockmall, double team trap. Ween in the corner. Turnaround shot and it goes. NYU's shooting percentage has been outstanding this entire half. Dorman's got 8.
NYU now 52% from the floor. There's a hole, absolutely. Tom Summers tried to make that layup one-handed.
Well, they'll trade that. Dorman will trade that foul for sending Summers to make 2 free throws because otherwise it's a layup. Tom Summers with 6 points in the half. He had 31 points on Friday night. It was a night to remember. If you were here, it was fun to watch.
And for Summers doesn't need to score 31 every night, but if Summers can be active and get you that 15, 16 points, 9, 10 rebounds a game, he's well involved.
Connor Adele has checked in now for Case. He'll give Austin Fowler a quick rest.
I think that's more for protection for Fowler to prevent him from getting 3 in the final minute.
Yeah. Stockmall with the basketball. Person and Summers will trap him. That's Ween in the corner. Ween draws the defense. Nice feed. Yaffe's got 17 first-half points. And Case just threw it away. Julian Person fighting for it with Tana. Julian Person blocks the shot. Stockmall fighting for it. And NYU will keep it.
And I think Person got away with one that time.
Boy, Case has got to stop doing that at the end of half.
That's right. You can't give it away and allow a team to stretch it out in 90 seconds, take a game that's relatively close.
You've worked your rear end off to get back in it. Scott Summers fighting for it. Loose ball. Knocked out of bounds. Off NYU.
There'll be a
Going to put Fowler back in with 32 seconds left. Connor Adele will take a seat. Summers will bring it up, or at least get the inbounds and probably give it right back to Jordan Dean. NYU in a 2-3 zone. They don't want to give up a 3, but Case will take a bucket. Anything.
They've got to have some movement to work through that zone. The one thing they can't be is flat-footed in the final 20 seconds.
Robert Scott. He's had a good first half. Fowler with 10 to shoot. He'll shoot it. And he made it.
that one was from Euclid Avenue, Ron.
Now they got to make a stop. Stockmall with a wild shot off the glass. Can you believe it? Boy, you do all you can to cut that lead to 4, and that kid makes that shot. Wow. Was it Kyle or Corey?